everyone. I'm Allison, and welcome to my weekly meltdowns coverage of Big Brother 26, week 9 eviction recap. With me, as always, Tyler and Aaron. Everyone, welcome. I just want to give a big shout out to Bitch Puddin', who sent me a very beautiful note on YouTube. She became a patron. She did the live show with me earlier, and Dominic, and she's going to come on with us next week. And you'll get to meet her. Thank you. Thank you. You look, I was inspired. Thank you, Dominic. I was inspired by Leah. I don't have a tiara, but does a queen need one?
Listen, I'm just jealous that I will never be able to rock that hairstyle. So, Allison, I just got to say, you look good.
I have stunt hair. I have my stunt hair. That is this something called a halo that I put on my head, and then I pull my hair through it, and it makes my hair look like Mackenzie does. She's got those extension like things, and I can put it on whenever I want. And like I could put that on you, Tyler, next time I see you.
You should. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Maybe that should be like a patron goal. Like if we get like a certain amount of patrons by like this time, then maybe we'll like dragify me for a night or something like that.
Oh, I love it.
Fun fact. I was going to say something and I forgot it. So go ahead.
So Janky week, Janky world.
Shout outs.
Oh yeah. Just want to shout out real quick to the people in the chat. So we have Thomas McGee, we have Joseph Boza, we have Romero Dom, we have Dana Jacobs, and we have Heather Jean, Linda Maxwell, and So hello everybody. So this week was Janky week, Janky World, Janky Junior. Okay, so basically it was just like a circus festival carnival from hell for the week for these house guests.
The live feeds for hell. We didn't even do a live feed update this week.
I just have to say, like, I hated this week so much. Like, I just feel like it's not fun entertainment to me to see these house guests just like totally miserable, like out in that like LA heat like all week long. Like, and could you imagine eating just pizza and ice cream for an entire week? Like I would be ill after like 3 days. Like I'm not the cleanest eater ever, of course, but like I just imagine like I just would feel so gross after like just like 2 or 3 days of that.
I would be in heaven at first, but my colon would be clean as a whistle.
And you know what would be like the worst part too is having to use a porta potty over the course of a week. As it gets worse and worse, and you're eating foods that are just gonna go right through you, that ice cream and that pizza, and you're like having to dance and like move around. I'm surprised people kept that food down, honestly.
Swamp ass.
Oh God.
That's all I could think. The nasty porta pots is hot as hell outside. Your butthole's kitchen is so nasty. It's so bad. Joseph says, producers are asking for stomach issues. Nothing but pizza and ice cream for 8 days. They will hug that bathroom. That bathroom will stink like ass. I don't think that ground is prepared to hold that much shit, to be honest with you. I mean, it's going to cave in. It could cave in. I don't know. But is everyone there lactose intolerant? What if we're all lactose intolerant?
And then some poor staff person has to clean that porta potty. I don't even know how they,
Okay, so I'm so glad you brought that up, Aaron, because my second, maybe third favorite conversation piece is bathrooms. So Teresa and Dominic and I were talking about the cameras in the house, and we were talking about, I bet there's not a live camera in the porta pots, like in the bathrooms, because there's the cameras are rolling in the HOH bathroom and the little one single bathroom downstairs. And I was like, I wonder who gets to monitor the bathroom downstairs? Not even the HOH, just the little one staller downstairs. And I'm like, that's the hazing. That is the first person when you join. It's like FedEx. You're in the hub and you're miserable right away. Yeah. You are monitoring that effing bathroom. You're reporting who's got how many who's taking a poop, who's got gas, all of it. That is your job. Who gets that job? And Teresa said she thinks she's probably very confident. That's where Les Moonves works now.
Maybe he is the toilet cleaner, if you will.
I can't take credit for that joke.
I have a weird
Bitch
tangent.
couldn't. Do what?
I have a weird tangent.
Do
Let's
it.
hear it.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So like the bathroom is my favorite part of the house. It's like of any house. It's my favorite room. Just because I just find it like really comforting to be in the bathroom and like relieve yourself, you know.
If you have a bidet.
Oh, right.
Heated.
So like I've always had this weird like. I also love cleaning. Like I feel like cleaning is very therapeutic, and so like if I was ever in the Big Brother house, I would put myself on bathroom duty. Like I would love to clean the bathroom because it's my favorite room, and I want to make sure that it smells good. And that's
where all the shit
actually like that it doesn't smell like ass every day. I just feel like I like my luxury items would be a bunch of like pooperies, and I like spray it on the toilet to make it smell good.
Aaron, I have poopery in the original lemon scent. Okay, the very first can was lemon scent. Now you can get pumpkin spice poopery. You can get cranberry poopery. You can get snowflake poopery. Your shit smell like a magical winter wonderland. I have cat poopery. Do you know this is
what they make that
right now? It's cat poopery. You spray it in the litter box after you clean it, and then you kind of move the litter around.
Yeah.
And and then when they're scratching, it smells like fucking lavender.
Okay.
Or is that Cavender?
Oh. Wow.
That's terrible. But anyway, they make poopery for everything. Excuse me. God, sorry. That is my Coke Zero caffeine free Coke because I'm on diet right now. Anyway.
I don't know. I don't.
Say hi to bitch pudding. We were talking about it. We were talking about the bathroom.
Yeah,
okay,
I don't know. I just like I don't like this twist. I didn't like Dire Fest back in Big Brother 24. Like it's just not like good and like the whole like doing the whole like janky song and then like the dance parties and stuff like that. Like it was like mildly funny for like the first segment montage that they did it. But like I was just as tired of seeing it as those poor house guests were of doing it. And I don't know. I don't really care for this twist.
Well, hey, Joseph Boza, your question, how would Allison, Tyler, and Aaron, I'm sorry, guys, I'm not getting I got some little Botox injections under my lip, okay? Just a little bit. I have migraines, and I grind my teeth, so I get them sometimes in my jaw, and we had a little bit left over, and she's like, Allison, I know you're real insecure about frown lines. Let's just try it. I can't talk. I can't spit. I can't do anything. It's I made a video about it. Like but it's great. I'm not like frowning, but it's insane. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, the question. So if I can't speak, that is why. How, like W's. Oh, fuck, here we go. How would Allison, Tyler, and Aaron handle Janky week? I'm pretty sure these two gentlemen would throw me in the pool with weights.
Oh,
because I would live it fucking up just because I know to piss Tyler off.
Allison, like I love you so much, but being in the same backyard as you in that condition for 8 days, it would not be any of the other stuff. It would be me not being able to get away from you for 8 solid days. That would be the worst part of Janky Week for me. I'm sorry.
That fight that Tam and what's her name? Chelsea.
Chelsie. That would be you and me after like
nothing though. That would be nothing. Do you know what would happen? We would get so riled up. I would pick up your little fold out and throw it in the fucking pool. Now,
just pull it, Tanya
why don't you
from
try
the challenge.
sleeping in
Oh God, I really do think though, like the food situation would be like the most miserable part. Like that's a lot of dairy, like all of that cheese, and then like ice cream, for like an entire week. I don't know. And then it's like baking in that sun. It's just not fun to me. Like if I want to watch like people miserably hot, like playing a game, I'll watch Survivor. Like why did we need this week? And I feel like it hinders like some gameplay opportunities if like everybody's like crowded in this like outdoor space, not able to like truly get away from one another. I don't know.
Do you think it was budget cuts? Because, and I'm just gonna be honest with you. What am I doing? Hold on, we'll get to the question. Budget cuts. It's the only two things. It could have been budget cuts. They got to reserve water because they got a lot of fires and stuff in California, I guess, and whatever. But yeah, reserve water and energy, and the air conditioning is probably, the bill is out of control. We're obviously cutting corners on shit, or we got to fumigate them ants.
I was thinking that actually. Like, I wonder if for some reason they need like a week to like, or like, doesn't a fumigation take like a few days to like clear or whatever before you can like live in that space again?
Yeah.
You could be onto something, Allison.
I mean, it is a good excuse to do maintenance. I feel like, I mean, combination of that, and I feel like they really, I think production, I don't think the general public, but I feel like production really enjoyed Dire Fest, and they were just dying to do it again.
It's therapy for I think you're onto something, Aaron. I think this is therapy for all the shit
to justify doing it. You know?
That these guys got to put up with from these house guests who turn into little prima donnas.
I mean, they've been lucky both times with it though. Like Dire Fest back in Big Brother 24, that's when Kyle sold out. What was the alliance name?
The Leftovers.
The Leftovers to Alyssa, and then like backstabbed like Joseph. Like that was like that week in Big Brother 24. And then this year, like we just have a great cast overall. That like even though the week twist was terrible, like there was still some interesting things that happened. Like, could you imagine Big Brother 25 after Zombie Week? They're stuck in the backyard like that. I think I would have had to have called it quits on the show finally after all of these years of talking about it.
The level of hell that Tyler would be in, and Aaron, you'd probably be in hell too. Let's just say, because if look, I love ice cream. Everybody knows, Allison knows. Oh, ice cream. When I was in New York, I got to have some ice cream. I got it. You know, I had ice cream like 3 times. I'm not lactose intolerant. I wish I were, but man, you can only have so much pizza and ice cream. I would need a seat belt for my toilet seat because I'm taking off like I got a jetpack on after something. Because that kind of shit does not just come out. It comes out. You know what I'm saying? In the hot sun, and it's baking in that porta pot. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
I do understand why I understand on paper why they would want to put it in the backyard, but like my first thought upon seeing this again was like, you have that other set that you used that was like the the scary verse run from the like that other space that's not near the Big Brother house. You could have trapped them there because at least the sound would be good and you could control that. Or like, you know, you could have rudimentary camera setups like you probably did up there. I feel like there was a better way to handle, like, because then that would make you go mad too because you don't have sun. You know, you're still like, you're not in the backyard. If they wanted to do, or trap them in a certain room, or like put a new room in the Big Brother house that's just like a large open space, or like lock the bedrooms. I don't know, make them sleep on cots in the middle of the kitchen or something to where they can't even do, you know,
or just don't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this is a really exciting week with like Leah winning HOH when her back is up against the wall. Like, do we like? I don't know. I'm just saying, like, it just feels like we're doing stuff just for the sake of doing stuff and not like thinking about like, is this like fun or entertaining? Or I'm sorry, I'm like poo-pooing all over this twist. Like, we can talk
I
about
didn't
some
like
like
it.
game
No,
stuff. I
I
just
didn't.
like, ugh.
No, I didn't like it either because it's like I mean, Tyler, if we were out there, I'd be like, Tyler, I gotta go to the bathroom and I need you to guard the shower because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need a bath after.
I like the concept. I just feel like if this was Big Brother Canada and they're like up in the north,
Yeah.
where it's not like 90 degrees outside and they're frying
Yeah.
and they'd have like the, like the hot tub and stuff, because it's a little cooler. Like that I could understand. But like it's just I feel like it's,
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't know.
granted, they
That
might be
LA
cold,
summer
but,
heat is
I mean,
miserable.
still.
No,
Yeah.
hello, it's not Tennessee heat. Let me tell you something right now. You want to know the next level of hell? I walked to my mailbox, which is not very far, in August. My butt is sweating. My boob is sweating. Everything is sweating. It's terrible. I'm outside for less than 60 seconds a minute. That is
Tennessee heat's no joke. Yeah.
The humidity is terrible. In Florida, it's even worse. God bless you if you live in Florida. I went to Florida 11 years ago, and they don't want me back. But that's a whole other. I was drinking then. That's a whole other thing. But anyway, I think I'm allowed back in that state. However, that is freaking humid. I gave up on my hair. I didn't even do anything with my hair. It's big. I might as well just shave my head. You can't do anything. Anyway, so
Now I'm just picturing you with a shaved head.
I know. Janky, I actually enjoy Janky because if somebody's getting tortured and I get to sit back and enjoy it, and I'm not talking about Guantanamo Bay level torture, but regular torture, I'm here for it as long as it doesn't involve me. Now, this would have been the season that I get on Big Brother and I got to be outside and that shit.
Yeah, also to answer the question, I feel like I would have been fine with most of it. I feel like the things that would have gotten to me the most was the porta potty and the food. Mostly because like as a kid, like I used to be like really lactose intolerant, and like it was different foods at different stages of my life. And so I'm more of a custard person now than ice cream. Granted, I live in Wisconsin and there's 50 billion custard places up here and burger places, which is nice. But like if the ice cream is more milk based, I don't really. It's something about like my body doesn't like it. I think it likes the custard more, where there's like more stuff mixed into it to mask the milk taste, because I have to have like almond milk and stuff. So, but I think they were talking in the chat about their favorite ice cream flavors. Do you have a favorite ice cream or preferred pizza? See, actually, you know what? I wish they would do. I wish we would be able to do like different schools of pizza. Like one day do like a Chicago deep dish, another day do like, I mean, not that I'd ever have this, but like Detroit style pizza or New York style pizza or stuffed crust. I don't know. Mix up the pizzas. For ice cream, I'm a butter pecan person. Or anything with pecans, I'm good. And like any what's another good ice cream flavor?
Cookie Monster.
Oh,
World class.
Is that like cookie
chocolate.
dough?
Cookie Monster is a blue ice cream.
Oh, that okay, yeah.
Yes,
I'm
Oreo, all of it.
I'm all about chocolate. Give me like chocolate ice cream with chocolate fudge and M&Ms and like sprinkles, like chocolate on chocolate on chocolate. And then for pizza, I'm pretty plain, like just cheese with light on the sauce, because the tomato sauce like really upsets my stomach. So like the acidity of it. Yeah. All right, so let's talk game for a little bit. Leah won HOH. Her back was up against the wall. I have to say, really, really great job on that endurance comp. It lasted a long time. And what was it? Like, how many hours did it go?
9.
9?
Is it
Yeah,
9 hours? It was
that's a
pretty long.
pretty long for an endurance
Mhm.
comp. I wish we got to see it on the
Yeah.
feeds. That would have been nice. But so Leah decides, like, listen, like, it's time to break up the trio. Like, if the three of them are off the block, like, they hold the majority of the votes moving forward. So I was glad to see her bold enough to make the move. She put up Kimo and Rubina. 9 hours and 55 minutes. That's crazy. That's a long time.
I'd have been peeing in my pants. I would have been standing there, been a puddle. I'd be like, I don't care. Y'all gonna make me be outside like an animal? I'm gonna act like an animal. I'm gonna pee in my pants.
This is why I
On
would
the
take
special.
adult diapers with me.
Yes.
They say there's an endurance competition. Put that on, and then I wouldn't care.
Listen, I
Yeah.
got 1 foot in the door of Boise pads. Okay, I'm getting there.
Depends.
I can't
Put it on.
sneeze and laugh at the same time without tinkling.
So Leah wins the HOH and she decides to put up Kimo and Rubina. And then Angela wins the power of veto. So Angela starts campaigning that, it's time for T-Core to go up. And I also have to give Angela props here. She made that deal in the endurance comp with Leah and Cam to protect herself. I thought that was really great too. Angela used the veto and T-Core ended up going up and out the door. And I gotta say, like, I feel like I'm starting to smell some winner's equity amongst Angela. Like, I think this veto win was, like, crucial for her.
Mhm.
I think that she's starting to have, like, influence. I think she's starting to have a voice. I think people are starting to listen to her. And I don't know, like, if she's up there against, like, Rubina or Kimo or Cam, like some of these, like, more like players that haven't really done much in this game, I could see a case that Angela ends up winning the season. Like, am I crazy to think that, like, I'm starting to, like, not count her out as, like, a potential winner?
Did you see what did I put in the chat? They had a list of everything that she's done. She's won 2 HOHs. She's had the power of veto has been used on her. I don't know, but I would not be. I'm not going to be mad if she wins. I'm really not. I kind of have a thing though. Like, a lot of people are talking like, well, to core, huh? This is true. I have a certificate, but anyway, that's another show. T-Core, precious, love her, beautiful. I think she's adorable. However, I've heard a lot of, well, yeah, they need to get rid of her because she would win the whole season. I don't think if she was in the final two, I don't even know. She'd have to be against Rubina, I guess. I don't know. I don't think she would win. I just don't. Yes, Bean. I keep saying to it, T-Core. I'm sorry. I'm Southern. I can't even pronounce English. And I got Botox in my. Give me a break.
So I think, like, T-Core, I think, like, she had, like, 2 baked in, like, votes. Like, say, like, Rubina and Kimo are, like, not there at the end, like, they're on the jury. That's 2, like, guaranteed votes for T-Core. I think Chelsie, if she's not there at the end, like, she would certainly vote for T-Core as well. That's 3, like, guaranteed votes, and all you would need is, like, 1 more person to vote your way. I think, like, people really value T-Core not as, like, a comp threat, but more like a social and strategic player who really had, like, a great foundation of allies, like, around her. And so the fact that Leah was able to like, put up her alliance first and then, like, ultimately send out, like, the head of the snake, in my opinion, like, I feel like that opens up things a little bit, and it makes me wonder, like, is Chelsie going to be, like, the next big target, like, now that it's not, like, her and T-Core, like, still in this game? Or do we think, like, Kimo and Rubina go next? I will say, I want to give myself props here for a second. 2 weeks ago on this show, I said the first juror is going to be Quinn, and then it's going to be T-Core followed by Kimo and Rubina. So I have, like, the first 2 boots of the jury correct. So I'm hoping, I'm curious to see if like, this trio just goes, like, one after the other at this point.
I could see a final 4 of Cam, Mackenzie, Angela, and Chelsie. Yeah. I could see it coming down to Angela getting cut. And then it comes down to, listen, my whole thing is I would have gone after that trio. Kimo was not wrong.
Yeah.
That trio of Cameron and Mackenzie and Chelsie, that is brawn, just all of it. That is like all three of them together, to me, is very dangerous. And that is more dangerous than the other trio.
Yeah.
Okay. You have the trio and then you have the threesome, as I refer to. Okay. And if I don't know, I get Leah and Angela are like this. Okay, fine. I get it. Even after Angela once again was trying to get someone out last week who saved him. But you have those two, and then you have two trios. If I'm sitting in Leah's spot, and I got Angela right now next to me, I'm putting up one of each. I'm putting up, one of, like, you could put up Rubina. Then you could put up Chelsie. Okay, you two fight it out. And when one of you get, whoever, that way you're guaranteed to have one of each of the trios on the block, and you're going to weaken one either way. And hopefully the weaker of the, comes to you where you're the majority, because that 4 is going to outweigh that 3. And there's more of a chance of one of those 4 winning HOH maybe than those 3. And you put up 2 of those 3 and one of them gets vetoed, then you put up, the other one. And then again, you have the one of them wins veto and then takes one of them off, and then you're forced to cut one of your 4. So if I were Leah, that's how I would have looked at it, but that's just me.
And I think, it's a testament
Yes,
to
a throuple.
It's the testament to the performances of Chelsie, Cam, and Mackenzie this week in contributing to snowing Leah in different ways. Because I feel like the problem was, I don't think Leah, though she did say to Angela last week, "Oh, I need to put up T-Core and Chelsie. That's the move," which I agree that should have been the move. I feel like Leah was blinded by her relationship with Cam, her long-standing relationship with Mackenzie, and the fact that unlike T-Core, Rubina, and Kimo, who were kind of to themselves and have consistently been together for a majority of the season, like a kumbaya trio, Cam, Chelsie, and MJ openly fighting, and it seemed to be much more. It didn't really look like to Leah. It doesn't really look like a clear trio that it should. And so, hats off to them for getting Leah to not put up anybody of that side on the block. Which she really should have.
Yeah, but yes, I agree with that, but it's like one trio or the other, right? Like now, I feel like it's easier for us to say that now that it's like a trio and just like 2 floppy players, let's be honest, like Rubina and Kimo without T-Core are going to be yeah, exactly. So I think now that T-Core is gone, I think now the target does shift over more to the Chelsie, Cam, and MJ side of things, really. So I'm curious, if Angela pulls out this HOH win, that would be really good for Kimo and Rubina. But I think if Kimo or Rubina wins HOH, I think they're just going to do the same thing back. They're just going to target the trio, putting up 2, and then if vetoes use, one of the other goes up. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. I don't know. I the comp wins are on that trio side, though. Let's be real. And especially with all 3 of them competing, Chelsie, MJ, and Cam. I would not be surprised if when the feeds come back, one of them is the HOH winner. So
I need an Angela HOH.
I'm just preparing for like a slower week is what I'm saying. I would not be surprised if one of those 3 wins. I would not be surprised if it's just Kimo and Rubina on the block, and maybe this is the first time this season the veto is not used.
We'll see. I mean, I honestly, Leah has Angela to thank for saving her week, because this could have been really disastrous for Leah. I feel like this was, either T-Core or Chelsie leaving was really good for Leah, and we kind of got here. The way we got here was weird, but it still ended up happening. It's just still good for Leah. And
and I want to give Angela credit for that, Aaron. Like, I think that she really she did not just say like, just tell me where to vote, right? Like, she was really giving her input in terms of like, T-Core is the one that has never been on the block, and she's like running this game like she should be the target if the veto is used. Like, she was saying that even before she won the veto and put herself in that power position. So sorry to interrupt you, Aaron. I want to give Angela praise for having some influence this week in a good way.
Yeah, I mean, I also agree with Allison. I think Angela has a very, very good chance of winning if Angela gets to the end of the game. I kind of hearken it to a Rachel BB13 kind of an arc.
Oh my God, Aaron! I actually had in my notes that like Angela reminds me of Rachel Riley as a player.
Just in terms of like a lot of fights in the house, and is a person that the audience wasn't necessarily rooting for off the bat, but as we get to the end of the season, I could easily see that turning around and people rooting for Angela outside the house and people in the house voting for Angela to win. I mean, Angela has won more HOHs and vetoes combined more than anybody else in the house currently.
Yeah.
And if Angela, if Angela does win a few more, she has the most HOH and veto wins of the whole season, beating Tucker even. So like that's I love that we live in a world where Angela could be a comp beast. Can we stay in this BB world? Because then that really means anything can happen. And I feel like Big Brother really works when it feels like anything could truly happen. And I feel like they really kind of, the twists and just the dynamics of the house really, really helped facilitate, and the competitions really have really helped this season. I mean, the fact that they're doing this kind of an HOH after last week, we had the endurance. I feel like I really like the way they're doing the comps this season.
Totally. I want to pull up the draft real quick.
I just got attacked by JoJo.
Are you okay?
Well, he was down here whining, and I picked him up, and they started just, he's crazy, sir. But let's bring up the draft.
Cats.
All
right.
Satan.
So Jackie has lost the first pick of the whole night. T-Core. So Jackie is down. For podcast listeners, remaining is for Team Jackie only Rubina. For Team Allison, only Angela. For Team Aaron, it's Chelsie and Leah. And then I have Cam, Kimo, and MJ.
You better thank your lucky stars, Tyler, that apparently this house loves saving Kimo week after week after week after week.
Kimo's the new Angela.
Because my goodness, I feel like your team really should just be Cam right now, but it's not.
I feel like it should just be MJ. I
especially early in the season, like Mackenzie had some very, very close breaks. Remember that competition where she beat Rubina because she was taller and had a longer arm reach? Like, that's crazy,
I'm telling you, after Kimo and Rubina are gone, I think the target really shifts over to Cam. I would not be surprised if it's like Kimo, Rubina, Cam, Leah, and then Chelsea's taken out of final 3 as being like too big of a threat, and it's Angela and MJ in final 2. And now that I've been saying she did great this week, maybe Angela beats MJ in that final 2 situation. It's getting a little closer than I once thought it was when I was predicting it 2 weeks ago. I don't know. It's weird.
You know, do you think,
Yeah.
because we were talking about this in the live watch, Chelsie kind of put a little target on herself with Cameron bickering or bitchering, as I call it, about the cots? I mean, okay. And then they want to talk. Look, we know there's a twosome right there. Two people that will win this game. Why are they not nominated?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that once it gets down to it, I think Chelsea's going to be ready to cut Cam. Like, it feels like she's already kind of heading in that direction.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a weird relationship between the two of them. It's a little.
Yes, in the South, we don't
Leah
have bickering. We have bitchering. Sorry, I was like,
yeah. I'm glad Leah called it out though, because for a long time, I mean, we know Chelsie likes Cam.
Oh yeah,
since the very beginning. And when it was Cam and Leah doing all this stuff, I mean, Chelsie already didn't like Leah then, and then now that Cam is doing more stuff with Mackenzie, you know, everything. You know, I mean, I think if Chelsie wasn't already working with Mackenzie and Cam so closely, she would dump MJ so fast, just because, like, I don't think she's about it. So
did I miss something, or what was the deal with the cots? That it was MJ and Chelsie next to each other, and then
so I think Cam's cot was closer to
really.
So like Chelsie was down here and Mackenzie was up here, and Cam was moving his cot back to where Mackenzie was, and he was like, Chelsie, you said you were okay with me moving my cot back, and now you like want to move your cot again. Like, why are you doing that? And Chelsea's like, no, you want to move your cot to Mackenzie, so
this fight is so stupid. It's in the Hall of Shame
stupid.
of Big Brother fights. It's just a product of like how miserable they are this week. Like literally nothing else. Like it's just.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think they kind of edited this to kind of look like more than what it was. This wasn't her being a diva or anything like that. I think it had to do with everyone's over with this bullshit. We get it 100%. But at the same time, dude, Cameron, just put your cot inside Mackenzie at this point, because that's where it's headed. It just like, you can't make it anymore. And I kind of was thinking that I honestly, after tonight and really thinking about it, I don't think there's anything going on between Mackenzie and Cameron. I don't know. I get that that's just platonic friendship. And like he said, I'm just trying to fit in and get in with people. I'm trying to get my cot wherever I can get my cot. Okay. So
Cot's rocking, don't come knocking, you know?
That's right. But like I said, if Tyler, let me tell you something, you want to get feeds? Put Tyler and I in the backyard with cots. Somebody's going to be under their cot at the bottom of the swimming pool. It's happening. Because all I can do is doggy paddle. So I wonder who it's going to be.
And it's kind of interesting to see the dynamics of, because we don't really get to see this. It's not as obvious because in the house, the beds are fixed. You know, it's really just like what room you choose to sleep in. But like when you're outside, now sleeping arrangements kind of say a lot about the game and like different.
Oh yeah, I mean, didn't Boston Rob say in Survivor?
Yeah,
if
who's sleeping next to each other?
Know who people are truly aligned with, you look at who they sleep next to, because you ain't gonna fall asleep with your enemy right next to you.
Did he not sit in the middle of the group and say, I'm not lit, or I can't do it? You do, I can't do it with my mouth. But you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't let anybody, like, he didn't leave, he didn't go anywhere. Remember that?
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe Angela should have done that. Like, I want eyes on everybody.
Listen, Angela does it, but she does it. Like, Angela needs to play Survivor. Like, I need Angela on the island. I need an Angela Hyde Spy Shack. I need it all. I want it. I'm manifesting it. I need this. Okay? Because it's just, she's on the floor. She's up against the wall. She's in the door. She's listening. She's walking in and sitting down. She's doing all of that shit. I mean, but that's what you've got to do. And, you know, I said, I said don't sleep on Angela week 1.
You did say that.
So, and there's another thing because Survivor started last night, and some people, they were saying somebody on the show. This is so odd. First of all, watching Survivor and not have done, we didn't do a precast, nothing. I didn't know anything about these people. I knew the one chick from RHAP. That's it. I knew nothing about these people, and it was kind of interesting. Anyway, so the one guy is like, yeah, I'm going to get with the older ladies because they don't listen to crap, and they've been there, done that, and they don't put up with anything. I'm like, bring it. Let's go. You can't. No, don't piss on me and tell me it's raining, honey. This is not my first rodeo. I'm a mother. I have a almost 28-year-old son. I know when people are lying to me. Okay.
Just like Brooklyn. She's a mom.
She's mom.
Okay. Kiss my ass.
She's a grandma.
I'm a grandma. Okay. What's that?
All right. So Bean asks, I want to answer this question, then let's chat Survivor for a few minutes. So you three, your best guess, who wins as of now? What do you think?
Angela or Chelsie.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
That's where I'm at. And a third pick, Mackenzie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say Mackenzie still.
I wonder why.
All right. So let's talk Survivor for a few minutes, I guess, while we're chatting about it. So we've been getting asked, like, are we covering Survivor this year, blah blah blah. Like, the answer is no, not on like a weekly basis. I'll just be real with you. Like, Beth is really not interested in covering a lot of reality TV anymore. And without Beth, like, her passion for Survivor is like so much higher than I'm speaking for both of you, Allison and myself, but I just don't have as much fun covering Survivor on a weekly basis after like the show ends, like we do like Big Brother with like the live evictions and stuff like that. So we're just like riding high with Big Brother because it's so good right now. And like maybe we'll do like a proper like check-in in like a few weeks, like maybe at the merge or something like that. But yeah, so that's like what's going on with Survivor. But I do want to like talk about the premiere for a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm kind of checking the temperature. I'm waiting till Big Brother is over because I can't watch a 3-hour episode of Survivor because that's where we're headed, people. 2 hours. Are you kidding? Anyway, so and then Big Brother on top of that, I need a breather. So I'll check in. We'll do a check in when Big Brother is over for sure. That 100%. We're not over. Survivor will always have a place on this channel. That's just it. It always will. It's just we didn't do a pre-cat, all of that. But I will say Survivor 47. Who is that guy? Gabe?
Mm-hmm.
Is like, would be me. Getting caught, getting the key, and then trying to lie about it. And then you drop the box. And everyone freaking hears it tumbling down the hill. And yet nobody comes to check on you.
That's the crazy thing because I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Like I don't think I've ever had somebody fascinate me as much as Gabe does, because it's this weird dichotomy of like his body language the whole night. It was just like it was so like this dude is obviously like not like he's not definitely not here to make friends. And I just get like such a sinister vibe from Gabe,
Yeah.
And then he's out alone by himself doing stuff, and like everybody else is just like, oh.
No, here's the thing. I'm out in the middle of nowhere, and you catch me.
Oh yeah, the key.
Allison asked me, what am I doing?
What are you doing, Allison?
Nothing. What is that? Ask me, what is that up there?
Oh, wow. Also, the
I was a key. What let's get it. You want to find out? That's what we're dealing with here.
TK, I just like I like again, like if somebody is digging in a specific spot for a specific thing,
And you're not a
like,
cat taking a
they
shit.
probably know more. They probably are doing it for a reason. They probably know where the other thing is. I'm surprised that TK didn't go like, oh, well, where's the, like, you probably know where the box, like, where's the box, or where's the key for, like, did you have a clue? Like, but
Question, Tyler, did you go get Tylenol because that shit that you took was so quick you're sore?
No, I'm just very sore from deadlifting today. I'm not like sick or anything.
I saw that. It would look good.
Just thank you.
You can tag my cat.
I need to get a belt myself, actually.
It makes a big difference for deadlifting and squatting for sure.
Okay, good. Yeah.
But I don't like. I wasn't too crazy about this premiere in general. Like, to be honest, like I felt like, yes, of course, like Modern Survivor has like so many like advantages and like forced like segments and like the Summit Island, whatever. But like, I just feel like if there are like 3 layers and 3 like jungle running segments for like one advantage, like in the premiere episode, like it is just so much. Like I feel like I didn't get to know like a majority of the cast except for
2
like,
hours.
who
You
ended
didn't
up...
get to know anybody, Tyler?
No, I feel like we got to know like the first boot. We got to know Andy because of like all of his like chaos.
Is he first boot?
Do you want me to spoil?
Oh, go ahead. Unless y'all want me to leave. But I mean, yeah, I don't care.
Well, no. So Andy
I love
stayed.
spoilers.
John ended up being the first one out, which I'm like
Which
really
John?
bummed about.
Podcaster.
John was the podcaster. I was expecting like a Mike White run from him almost.
Yeah,
like
that's
I
disappointing.
yeah, a little disappointed there. So I don't know, like we'll see. That's kind of like my general thoughts of the first episode. It was really awesome to see Asia's first episode, of course, and of course like RHAP getting like a mention on like the Survivor show is very cool. But I don't know, it was just so many like advantages in like running, like sprinting around the jungle.
I think it probably would have been fine if they had spread it out, because it's such a Russian doll situation.
Yeah.
Those 2 hours long.
Like spread it out instead of putting it all in like, and instead of telling. Now, granted though, too, because of the nature of this, because we got so much now, I feel like we're not gonna get, like, as soon as, you know, all the idols are found or whatever, I feel like we're not really going to get much of anything. So it's going to be a lot at first, but I feel like it's going to like go way down once the player makes a decision on where to stop, which is good. I do like what the trade-off is you just kind of front load it with stuff. But my solace, what this episode was, the challenges made me feel like, oh, okay, maybe I could actually do them, because everybody else is failing so spectacularly that it's like, okay, it's not like everybody's like all of a sudden super athletes when they come on the Survivor competing challenges. Because that is true. Challenge was
this. It ain't no Australian Survivor. That's what I'll say.
Wait a minute. Can I say something? The first challenge when they got on the island and they had to go under that mud net. Holy crap! They were like going. I'd be stuck in the middle of it.
Oh, TK gave me a heart attack. I said, why are you diving in that like it's an Olympic pool? Like,
I know, he's gonna break his face. He's gonna crack his head like that one dude.
Yeah, I was like, have you seen? Also, I'm over mud challenges.
Yeah, it's nasty.
And we don't know these people, and they're all in mud, and it like what, like, you know.
And it was weird that like Aisha and what's his name like go up to the summit, and they're still like fully covered in mud. Like they didn't get to like wash themselves off on the beach or something like that. She's like, "Hi, nice to meet you." And so like her like she's just like one color of mud like from head to toe. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Like excited to see where it goes. Excited to see like how well Asia does this season. But
why did they get rid of John? What did he do?
They said that Andy was stronger in competitions than
John was more of a threat.
That is the I had to pause it before the show started, and I think the last thing I saw was I think Andy was talking to that older lady. Jesus, I'm older than
Rachel?
everybody on this
Yeah.
show. Yeah, in the
Yeah.
dark.
Yeah.
And she said, this isn't a good idea. He's like, okay, let's go find somewhere to sit. And I'm like, oh, Jesus, that's what my son would do.
Oh, just you wait. It gets even worse.
Which is kind of an interesting dichotomy because, I mean, I know at this point they haven't seen all of 46, but it was really interesting to see, like, maybe I don't know if they saw too much of it because maybe that came out towards the end.
I believe
of
Mike Bloom said that they saw the Applebee's meltdown episode of 46, and that was their last episode before flying out.
But like the whole thing of like Kenzie and Charlie comforting Ben at night with his like night terrors and stuff. Yeah. I'm surprised that like Rachel didn't come at it from that angle and was like, they're gonna be suspicious of us. They just saw a season where like people were, you know. Some people can't deal with the night. I don't know, but it's interesting.
She's way more self-interested, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is valid. Like that's totally fine too.
The 60-year-old chick on Survivor.
Sue.
I need to know who did her eyebrows because I'm gonna need to get some permanent eyebrows if I ever go on Survivor and Big Brother. Because bitch, I've had it done twice, and they gone. They are gone. These aren't my eyebrows. Okay, she is older. She looks good though. She is a flight school owner.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Chang. Dripping, as the kids say. She's dripping.
Yeah.
Right? She dripping?
She's skibbity Sigma.
Dude, I drip. The drips. The
I don't know
sink
what that
is
is.
dripping with the money.
All right. Anything else before we head on out of here? I just want to check the feeds one more time.
I feel like the double eviction actually could be good.
Who's going?
I think it's gonna be Kimo and Rivera.
Yeah.
Perfect time for both of them to go. And then I would love that. Like give us like a boring double eviction, so like the end game is going to be more exciting, I think.
And if it's not Kimo and Rubina and it's Kimo and somebody like, you know, I forgot about Dr. Will stuff.
What happened with this?
Yeah, it was
so Dr. Will announced this is a Sharon Tharp exclusive that he is no longer hosting the jury roundtable at the end. And then
to Jerry O'Connell.
Guess who threw his hat in the ring? And I had to quote tweet him and say, "Oh hell no."
Who?
Cody Calafiore tweeted.
No.
He tweeted, "Fine, I'll host the jury roundtable."
No,
and I said,
"That's actually worse. It's worse. That's a step backward.
Dear God, please no."
Thank you for that. Cody. I'd rather have Polly. I'd rather have Polly Califlora. Yeah. Huh?
Tiffany.
Or Taylor.
Rachel. Riley.
Mm-hmm. Always happy to see Rachel.
I'd rather see Jags.
Oh God.
No, Jag.
I don't know, man. That's neck and neck.
Cody. Now, granted, they just had Taylor, Jag, and Cody, so you know, maybe they pick Taylor.
Jerry O'Connell.
Jerry
O'Connell.
Oh yeah, Jerry O'Connell will do it. He's already hosted.
Jerry, I'm sure he's available too.
Wow.
He's ready. He's met,
and
he's met
he's
them.
available.
They know him. They just met.
Thank you.
I love this. Taylor Hale should take over when Julie retires. I love that.
Hey, we have a question.
Yeah.
We were talking about this in the live watch. But first, the hashtag but first, as you can see, is my headline. But first. Is that a thing anymore? Like, what is that? Does anyone use that? Because I'm going to start using it. And I need to know who is using it.
Probably not a lot of people.
Do a lot of people use it?
I mean, it's a Julie.
I'm going to start using it on this show.
Yeah.
I'm going to start using it on this show when we start going off topic and I need to like reel us back in.
But first.
Yeah.
Leah won HOH.
Now, we're like, what is the significance? I mean, it just doesn't mean. And also, Julie just says, but first. When Jerry O'Connell says it, he says, but first. Like he's a showman. Showman. I can't talk. Just showman. He's a showman.
Showman.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm interested. Thank you so much for watching.
But first,
But
tune
first-
in 9/8 Central next Thursday after the double eviction, as we talk about.
Become a
all the-
patriarch at the web's internet, patriot.com's My Weekly
Sorry,
Meltdown.
one more thing. By this time
What's
next
that?
week, there could be 2 draft teams completely gone.
It won't be mine. I
It could
can
be.
look you in the eye right now.
It could be you and Jackie.
I'm gonna tell you right
That
now.
could easily happen.
Angela's winning HOH. Period. Because she said when she won the veto, she can do things.
What if Team Tyler gets decimated down to one person?
I'm here for it.
All you need is one.
Bring him down. Let's bring him down a couple of notches.
Because I could see
down to
Kimo
all.
going, and if there's a surprise,
Let's
MJ or Cam double
rewind back
eviction-
to last year's draft team. I had Riley, Luke, and Jag. All you need is one.
You had Luke though,
I
and
had
that
That's crazy. That's a joke.
And I was very
I was over
very
before
high
it
on
began.
him.
He won. He compared himself to Luke. He said, "How Luke looks is how I would look if I was in the Big Brother house. I think we would play similar games." And then he's out.
Oh,
I just wouldn't
Everything
casually
I
use a
said.
racial slur. Yeah.
The next week he's like, "I just want to make a PSA." Yeah.
I need to release an official statement here.
oh, I love that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
All
I just want
right.
to point out that I misspelled "but" first.
That's a very different hashtag.
Yes.
2 T's. All right, guys. Well, everybody have a great rest of your
Is
night.
that the one I should be using?
Why don't you
Do
search
people
that on
follow?
Twitter?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
see-
See what
see
kind
what
of
comes up
things
for
are-
you.
Yeah.
You want to hear something funny real quick as we close the show? Speaking of Googling, probably about 15 years ago, I don't know why this came up, but my son is in the kitchen
Yeah.
and he's just going, he's like, "Oh," he goes, "What's a yeast infection?" And I'm like, "What? What are you asking me that for?" And he goes, I just heard, "What's a yeast infection?" I go, "Oh my God, just Google it." He Google imaged it.
No.
Life has not been, I think I can point everything to that moment. Don't ever tell your children to Google image because this was 2009.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He still brings it up. Can't remember to take the garbage out or what time he's got to work the next day. But he can remember in 2009 when I told him to Google. First of all, I said, Google it. Don't Google image it. Yeast infection. And then he can tell you about the time I rolled his hand up in the window in the car when he was 4. Please be a patron and watch live with me on Thursdays and subscribe. You'll get a notification when we go live. And we're on Spotify, Apple's Cast.
Yes.
Yeah. Listen.
All right. Bye, guys. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.